Hello everybody, Jose Rodriguez here. I am sitting right next to my fully modified Pro-1000, but this is not going to be about that girl right there. This is a new product. If you guys watched my Sunday live stream, I had RUDY, and I cannot even begin to pronounce his last name. He is an Indonesian gentleman who is an engineer, both medical and regular mechanical engineer. Again, way above my level. And he designed one of the best little products that I have ever come across at this point in my refilling life. A CLI type, because CLI could be 8, could be 42, could be 65 holder for your cartridges as you refill them or modify them even. So this is a 3D printed product. It is beautifully designed and beautifully manufactured. Actually, I'm looking at it, trying to find fault with it. It's just amazing what a 3D printer can do. And so basically what you do is you are able to attach your readily available clips that you can buy from any third-party seller out there that supports the Pro-100, let's just say, or any of the CLI cartridges. So these basically look like this. And as you can see right here, I have one attached to my Cyan CLI-42 cartridge. But what you would do is, for instance, in the front we have color codes that I went ahead and blackened a little bit with a marker just to make them a little bit more visible. But they are clearly visible and very nicely embossed. 3D printing does amazing things. I don't even know how they can do that. But anyway, you would attach the clip. Remember, you have this little space here that slips over the tab on the cartridge. So he has provided a little clip right here for you to then insert it at like so, and then press it down. It is there until you decide to remove it, okay? So the idea being that you would set up, say, 8 clips, and then one by one, as you bring your low, I repeat, low warning cartridges out, such as this one. This one's actually just above low. There's a little bit of ink still left in the liquid chamber. You will bring that over, pop it into one of these positions. Of course, you have to match the position. In other words, your photo black has to go on BK, which is black, GY is gray, PM is photo magenta, and so on. And that will help you kind of keep track of what ink you should put in what cartridge. Okay, because quite often, especially with the colors that have a photo version or a lighter version of it, like cyan, photo cyan, like magenta, photo magenta, people have actually flipped the colors accidentally. I have done it. Basically, you require a flush after that to basically clear out the ink out of the sponge. That can take time. But anyway, let's go ahead and attach this, and I'm going to go ahead and fill it just to demonstrate how easy this is. So I have already reset my Cyan cartridge. This is the tab that's going to attach to the Cyan slot. We're going to attach that against that little tab and just press down. You hear that click? That cartridge now is ready to be refilled. So I didn't want this to become a refilling demonstration, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. You will remove the plug at that point. Everything is secure because we have a clip attached. You can put that plug elsewhere, and then I'm going to show you this other one here. Basically the same thing, but a different color. And the reason why we have 2 colors being offered. So we have cyan right here, and we're going to go ahead and very carefully insert it in the hole. And I want you guys to keep tabs on the levels here. Very slowly, gently, you're going to add ink. And you want to stop when it reaches about 1/8 of an inch from the top. If you get a little bubble of ink coming out, don't worry about it. That can be blotted off. Okay, so once you have reached that point, keep your bottle squeezed a little bit, let go, and bring it out simultaneously. And that will keep you from squirting ink out accidentally. You would then clean that and insert the plug. That is it. Since we caught the cartridge at the proper point of emptiness, let's just say, before the low warning, we then have a fully saturated sponge that will continue to deliver ink as needed by the printer. Otherwise, if you wait until the cartridge liquid chamber has reached empty, in other words, you got the low warning, but you continue to print, then you're going to reach a point where air is being drawn into the sponge, and pockets of air in that fibrous sponge will block ink from entering. All right, so that is basically it. At this point, you just pop it off, lift it out of the tab, and you're ready to insert it into your printer. Here I have a white one. So we have a red one and a white one. Why would I want two different colors? Well, the idea being, I got ink on my hands. The idea being that you could have one color to hold cartridges that need refilling, for instance. And then if you happen to have, like me, I have several sets of cartridges. I could have a full set waiting here while there's still one on the printer, okay? And then I can just swap the full set for the one in the printer and then bring the ones that are partially filled back onto my second tray. And it just keeps everything in some sort of order and not chaos. We do not need chaos when we are refilling, because that will create nothing but problems later, especially if you put the wrong color ink. Remember about that. Do not ever do that. So that is it. Now, this product will be available on eBay. I will have the link on my video description, the actual description, and also on the list of links that are below that. So make sure that you click show more, and there on the very top of the list, you will now, from now on any new video, you will find that link to Rudy's store. Now, he's also going to be setting up an Amazon store, so you'll be able to access either from eBay or from Amazon. The price, I believe, is going to be about $24 and $2.50 to ship anywhere in the U.S. I don't know whether there will be any overseas shipping availability. We have to wait to see if he's able to get that set up. You know what I mean? So at this time, it's going to be only available for USA purchasers. All right? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. This is going to be awesome for me to use. And again, I hope you guys, if you do get one of these, it's going to be awesome for you guys as well. By the way, it's very limited, the quantities that can be produced, because it takes them 8 hours to produce a pair of these holders. CLI cartridge holders done on 3D printer with ABS plastic, okay? Again, the product is fantastic, great quality, and holds onto those clips tenaciously. It's a little bit difficult to remove. That's how tightly they fit. So, thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Make sure you get ink on your fingers when you refill. That's a badge of honor for us guys and gals. Happy printing, everybody. Bye-bye.